a lot of investors tend to think there are two different outcomes for their investments. It either fails, right? Liquidates, goes into bankruptcy, goes completely out of business, or you get this huge resounding success. You have an acquisition, an IPO. A lot of situations where you're going to find is that companies have these kind of gray outcomes where maybe they get acquired by another company, investors get bought out. It's not a great outcome necessarily, but HelloWoofy is one that recently announced an asset sale on their WeFunder page. So we wanted to dig into that. Scott, I'm going to turn things over to you to kind of kick off the discussion here, but what do you think about this just in terms of HelloWoofy, but also in general when companies are looking and doing asset sales as an investor, how do you consider what's going on there?
HelloWoofy. So I actually had the founder CEO, I think it's Arjun, is that right? I had him on my show on Technori like way back. The company has evolved 15 times over its life in some way, shape, or form, which is probably not surprising that we've ended up in this spot. You asked the direct question of like, what do you think about these asset sale type things? I do think you teed it up perfectly in the intro, that people just expect like it's doom or gloom and boom, it's going to be a big success or it's just, over. And it is like so rarely the case. In fact, more often than not, nothing comes of it in the sense that no one closes the company and it doesn't end up on your handy dandy company exit tracker on Kingscrowd.com. The companies will be dormant for years. And sometimes they turn around into something again. And sometimes someone randomly bumps into the founder and buys their brand or their domain or some underlying asset or something for some nominal fee. And you're sort of like, okay, what does this mean for me? And usually it doesn't mean good things for you. The investor in this, I just think you need to have an understanding that sometimes these outcomes take 8 to 10 years to get anywhere. And more often than not, these deals are not going to work out. And it's just a matter of in what way is it not going to work out and how far you want to chase the deal really should be relative to the amount of capital you put in. There's a certain level at which chasing after these deals or dealing with the accounting headache of transfer of shares and all this. And Brian could talk a lot more about what happens after a sale or post exit, even if it's a shitty exit. There's a certain line where like, honestly, I'm not even chasing it.